Infinite Studio at the Toronto International Film Festival, this is Red Carpet Diary. Argo was a big hit at last year's festival, but not without controversy over historical accuracy, while our Man In Tehran aims to set the record straight. The documentary features Ken Taylor, the Canadian ambassador in Iran, who sheltered the American diplomats and played a major role in their escape.
This wasn't a movie, this was real life.
I expected I would take these stories to my grave. Nobody'd ever know.
You spent 444 days in captivity. What was going through your mind on that very first day?
The very first day, basically, like everybody else in the embassy, we were waiting for the Iranian security forces to show up and evict the students. And then late in the afternoon, when that didn't happen, we thought, well, as the students did, in fact, that this would probably take a couple of days to resolve. It took a while for us, as well as our captors, to realize that this was going to be a long-term event.
Now that they're safe, how do we get them home?
And I had this notion.
The CIA proposed the movie scenario.
Argo.
They loved it.
It's almost cowboyism, gunslinger. That could have backfired into the most terrible tragedy.
What went through your head? Were you scared? Were you nervous? Did you think you would get out alive?
For a few months, I mean, it was kind of questionable. When things settled down and the Iranians knew as much as they wanted to know and routine developed, some of my colleagues thought maybe we'd get out at Thanksgiving and then get out at Christmas. And I thought probably the earliest time would actually be the change of administrations, because it would be a chance to embarrass Jimmy Carter, which the Iranians really hated him.
I know you have been interviewed before about the Ben Affleck Hollywood version.
Nobody's ever brought it up before.
Never.
No.
I can't imagine. What misconceptions do you think this film clears up?
Everything. I think the first 4 minutes of Argo were very accurate. I think they did a very fine job of depicting the capture of the embassy. But immediately after that, then it began deviating from reality and never returned. Ken Taylor's role, which is truly one of heroism, he was basically portrayed in the movie as an incidental character. Mm-hmm. 4 of the 6 were actually with the shear downs instead of Taylor. In the movie, they're all 6 together. So there's some major things that are there, and then there's some minor things that. I think to put things in context and to fill out the story ought to be there as well as they're really critical.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.